So what exactly is function mathematics? Function mathematics, well, when I think of mathematics, I think add, subtract, multiply, divide, and that's exactly what we're going to do with functions. So let's look at the first couple of easy ones. Let's do f of x, the function of x, add the function of h. So I'm going to get this function, which is f, and I'm going to add this function, which is h. And now all I do is I combine like terms. I have an x squared, I have 7 x's, and I have 3. Remember, to combine like terms, your variables have to look the same. So this x squared doesn't have a matching term. 3x plus 4x, these match, so I can add them. And then finally my numbers. Okay? Sometimes people get mixed up with the subtraction. So what if we do h of x minus f of x? So I'm going to take this function, which is h, and I'm going to subtract off this function, which is f. Now, right now, it looks like this negative subtract is only with the 3. But remember, I'm subtracting off this whole function. So I have to make sure I have parentheses in here. So that negative will distribute before I do anything. So this part will stay the same. Distribute the negative. And now I'm going to combine like terms. I have an x squared, 4x minus 3x is 1x, and 4 plus 1 is 5. What if we wanted to multiply? I would take g of x, and I would multiply by f of x. And all that means is distribute. Remember, x squared times x is going to give me an x cubed, and x squared times negative 1 is going to give me a negative x squared. And that really should have gone to here. Okay? All right. Now we're going to look at composites. It's called a composite function. And I'm going to write down f of g of x. Okay. And what I want you to see is that right now, that g of x is inside there of f, right? It's inside the f. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this g and I'm going to put it inside the f1 at the x. So I'm going to take x squared and put it into the x. So I'm putting that g in right here in place of the x. And I'm going to get 3x squared plus 1. What if we turned it around? What if we did g of f of x? I want to put f into g. So I'm just taking out that x in parentheses, and I'm going to put in the f. So I have this. This is tricky all the way up to calculus. Kids get it wrong, level, pre-AP, I don't care. Don't forget that this squared means everything inside there multiplied twice. And all this is fancy distributing. So I'm going to distribute the 3x first to the first term and the second term. Then I'm going to distribute the 1 second. Now I'm going to combine these like terms. So I'm going to end up with 9x squared plus 6x plus 1. Okay, so I want you to pause and try this one. What if I did h of g of x. Pause and try this. Okay, I'm going to throw something new at you and you see if you can figure this out. So, I want you to notice h of 2 is on the inside. So I'm going to plug 2 into h first. Just like we were doing today in class. This is going to give me 16. So this h of 2 becomes 16. Guess what I'm going to do with that 16? I'm going to plug that into g. And I get 256. So now this part becomes 256. Guess what I'm doing with 256? I'm now going to take that and plug it into F. And I'm going to get 769. You guys have a great night.